Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from LastStandGamers, and welcome to Monday Mailbox, the series where I answer your questions and give you my thoughts on the games that I play. So last week I set you a question. Could you build me a ship, station or fighter of some kind that would be useful in space? So this of course is the adult or more large military transport slash fighter, everything vessel you could say. It's a mega ship. And it's designed by Skull White Sith, and the link will be in the description. We're going to take a look at it today, and we're going to have a look at 4 other ships in no random order, and then at the end I'm going to pose the question to you, which is your favourite? So let's actually have a look around this ship. So we've got this nice sort of stingray sort of fish sort of design. We've got this like sharp tail point, but the design of this ship is very nicely configured with the cannons, the layout, and it's very sort of defensive as well. If you see how he's built the armour, I mean there's some areas where you could land a ship possibly to board, but you've got most of the other areas are well covered. The spikes, the sharp, this is almost like a nice little spine sort of design on the back here. We've got also weapons almost everywhere, and I mean you can't argue with that at all. We've got these beautiful sort of venting systems, and we've just got the sharp objects to make it super hard for any attacker. The engines also are not too well defended, but you've got enough of them to make the ship manoeuvrable. You've also not neglected the bottom, that I'm very happy about. You've definitely not neglected the bottom. There's more weapons here than bloody on the top. Right, so let's go inside and see what the interior looks. We've definitely got a bridge up there that's sort of nice and low swept out of the way, but obviously it's still a target. It's not hidden inside. I wonder how thick the armour is as well. Obviously maybe I'm thinking a bit too much in depth of this. So we've got the entrance here. 2-layer security door by the looks of it. Let's go in and have a look. So it looks like we've got a corridor to a hangar. So we've got a hangar here. And we're going through here. This looks like some sort of cargo hold storage area. We've got a door on the right. We'll take the door on the right. I'm going to get lost in here. Guaranteed. Okay, it's a door to nowhere. Alright, so we're going to continue on through our ship tour. We're going to try to make it to the bridge and have a look around. So we've got 3 doors entering sort of a catacombic system. These look like crew quarters or something. Very nice designed. Yeah, you've got lots of space, lots of areas to transport cargo and so on. So let's actually try to get ourselves to the bridge wherever it may be. So this looks like we're going in the general right direction. So we've got obviously a storage area, refineries. Is there anything in here? Should we have a look? See what he's actually carrying. Got some nickel ore. Let's continue having a look. We've got another storage area, the same there. So we also have the left side hangar as well. Pretty nice design, I have to say. Let's try to get to the bridge though. So we've got the generator room at med bay, so respawns will be happening in here, I take it. And now we look like we're getting somewhere. We're getting up to the higher levels. So we've got a gyroscope defended by a lot of turrets indeed. And what is down here? Some more engine generator components. Very nice indeed. So we're still not on the way to the bridge, so I might skip ahead and try to get there, so give me a moment. Right, so it looks like we're getting somewhere now. I've managed to navigate through the maze that is someone's ship, and I have to say that's a good idea. If your ship is confusing, attackers will just get lost, and that's definitely what you need. But I finally found my way through up this massive staircase, so I think we'll have some jetpack assist on this one perhaps to get us up a little bit faster. And there we go, we're bouncing now. Whoop. Right, okay. So the question that's probably on your mind is, this ship looks good, but how well does it actually fly? So I'm going to turn the hood on, and we're going to make a move for it. So we've got a nice bit of acceleration. Turning doesn't even seem half bad either. So we've got a nice bit of turning. But has it got overcorrection? Let me just release the turning. It's doing pretty well, to be honest. It's got thrusters in all the right places. Let's slow the turning down and then just try to go for it like a direct sort of accelerate. Yeah, so the turning radius is a bit of a problem at the moment just because of the length of the ship and where the gyroscopes are located. It's actually a bit like a hinge. You see how it can't be stopped. So I'll have to try to stop that. Give me a second. So it's not as manoeuvrable as it looks nice, but maybe that won't make a difference if you can get it up to cruising speed. Yeah, it's still, the turning radius is still the issue. But anyway, let's move on to the next ship. Right, so let's take a look at this ship. This is probably one of the best ships that I feel that we've got here today. We've got 2 cannons on top. It's designed by Labyrinth 13. It's called the Ace of Spades. patrol frigate. And I think this ship and its size, its compactness and its turret layout is absolutely amazing. So if we go below, we've got a large turret below as well. We've got loads of features on this thing, literally loads of them. And I was surprised at first because I thought it was pretty simple design, and I looked over a lot of the entries, like personally got them, downloaded them, looked at them and went, oh, this can't do, this can do. And this was one of the ships that I thought, wow, this is simple but really effective. This would be a ship that I'd be proud to have in any of my empire sort of armies. So let's actually have a look at the turret design. When I first looked at it, I realised the cockpit was upside down, and I was like, oh, I don't know if this will work too well. And the first thing that I noticed about it was there's not enough gyroscopes to really spin it, but still, it still works rather effectively. You've got 2 missile pods in there, nicely stacked. It is just an overall beautiful turret sort of design layout, very smooth. Something else that I'll go on to say is as soon as we go inside, you can have a look at this next feature. So we've got a little bit of a command bridge there, nothing too special. But now we're going to move on to the cargo area, the cargo bay. So first of all, I went in here and I was like, oh, this is pretty nice. It's a bit open for attack. And then I realised that these are actually motorised doors. So you can actually close these, and by the way it's done, they look like they seal very well. So I'm going to actually have a go at sealing them myself. This will be the first time, so if I break it, I do apologise. So we need to get in there, and we need to patrol frigate Ace of Spades. Oh, that's the name of the beacon. And we need to go and find our rotors. So they're the only rotors we've got. So maybe if we turn these off, it'll reset them back to their original state. Well, there's one closing, but the other one's closing a little bit slower. But that's basically the idea. And just look at the seal that we get here. I was really surprised by this. I was like, wow, this guy's just took the time to get them as close as he possibly can. Obviously, you'd have to lock these, put a bit of brake on them because they're flying back. But it's a very nice job because these motors are very hard to work with because they're just one and an over block. So anyway, once you seal that, lock it up properly, unlike I've done there. We're free to take a look around the rest of the ship. We have a nice little fighter in here as well, I was surprised about. It looks like a standard sort of design, but you've got like the style of the Star Wars sort of X-Wing, but more confined. You've got the miniguns on both sides, and you've got the rocket pods in the centre, and 2 miniguns under there too. So let's continue on anyway. So, like I said, a well laid out ship. We've got a cargo bay. Up here, we have just a simple observation room and so on. We've got 2 corridors leading out to where you'd board other ships or lock onto the planet, the station and so on. In here we have 2 med bays, both sides, nice and simple. Like it, it's effective, it's been well laid out. We've got one of these corridors that I was talking about in a few episodes ago about good for being cover for players to move up and protect themselves. So we move down here and we are faced with the option of either going right into another medical bay and left into another medical base, so these very good points of respawn here. If we go down here, I'll show you this is pretty funky as well. If we drop down this ladder, each turret has its own, how to say, like way of accessing it. You can actually get in each turret from inside the ship, so you don't have to do anything funky, and it's something I would definitely implement in my designs in the future. So let's take ourselves back up. Right, so we're back up in the main hallway for access to all areas, and if we go straight ahead, we have another one of these little hallways segregating it, and we have the control room. So this is very nice, simple, cockpit in the middle, 1 door seal, around this side gyroscope room, around the other very similar. Very nice layout, and it is one of them designs where it's just amazing to actually have a look around it, and I'm pretty damn pleased with it. So if we go up, we have what I originally thought was going to be like a drop pod sort of entrance, but it's actually a way of accessing the turrets. So basically what you can do is you climb up, hold on, went through the wrong way, go up through here, and then you're faced with this sort of area. You go up again, and you've got also another cockpit here, so driving backwards is easy. Like, there's so many little mini command centers in this ship. I was a bit confused as to which one was the main one, but I take the one in the engine room is either a backup one or the main one itself. So if we continue through here or go through here, we should be able to get to one of the bloody turrets that I'm trying to find. And now I'm lost in your ship. There we go, there's the ladder. So this is access to the rear turret, what I believe anyway. So if we go up here, we actually inside the rear turret and we can get on it fire it and everything. It just works so beautifully in the function. So let's get back down to the actual driver's seat and have a drive. Right, so we're actually in one of the driver's seats. We're in the engine room driver's seat. So we actually don't have a move of this thing. So let's put the hood on and we can actually have a look around. So acceleration's good. Is turning any good? Can we stop turning though as well? Turning's a little bit slow, but you'd expect that with this size of vessel. So let's continue on anyway. Yeah, so the speed's good. Rotation seems to be a bit slow, but all these bigger ships seem to have that same issue. So let's have a quick look around. Hangar doors nice and closed. The turrets, very well designed. Thank you for this submission. Right, so we're looking at the next ship. This is known as the SCS Venture V1. And we have a little bit of a transport vessel here, so you can transport people back and from the actual vessel itself. So let's actually go and take ourselves a look over there. So this is a really interesting ship design because the front beginning area is actually a refinery sort of area, and when you've got this open area for added storage as well. So it's very nicely laid out. So we're going to hop out of the ship. So we've got this like open sort of interior structure. Obviously room here for more storage, but that's not just what it's for. It's actually for what's inside. And what we have inside is these sort of micro fighters. The fighters are not as good as fighters I've seen before, but what really wins this is that this ship just looks absolutely awesome. Obviously everything's interior. We've got a design of Honey Badger here, something that, well, I just refer to them as Honey Badgers, but really they're just stacker trucks. This is pretty interesting because instead of having a forklift sort of style, he's got like a mini crane on top, and he's got nice lights around it. So let's actually have a look at the rear. We've got more of the transport vessels here, as you can see, locked in place, ready to go. We've got nice windows, we've got a nice command bridge. Just the layout of this ship is absolutely amazing to actually have a look at. So as we come to the back, more windows, more design, and then it's just a simply beautiful ship. It's not like too ridiculous in design. Engine bays are nice, you've got like extended engine wings. So let's actually have a go inside. We're going through the actual hangar bay, so we actually feel like we're doing it officially and not messing around. So we'll drop down. We're entering from the hangar bay, 2 layers sealed doors, so this guy's definitely thinking about multiplayer already. We've got some nice windows here. We continue moving on. We head into what seems to be a way of actually getting up to this next deck. So we've got a med bay here. A med bay. What else do we have in here? Nothing. So we hop down, we bring ourselves forward, we have the ladder to this next area. So give me a second. Here we are. This is basically just a control room. Well, there's nothing actually in here. It's like a fake control room, you could say. So definitely some points go in here for multiplayer thoughts and how it might work, things you might want to implement. So hidden behind these are very nice sort of breakups, as you could say, because they funnel people around. So I can definitely see this guy's definitely planning something for multiplayer. He knows that he's going to be under attack by what he's carrying in resources and fuel. So if we go up, we're up at the top level now. We've got nice little crew compartments, or what it seems to be. And towards here we have a way of getting on an open deck, maybe like as an escape way if the ship's under drastic fire. We can move down here. We have some more crew quarters. These are probably like for the lower class crew members, like privates and so on. So we need to find, how to say it, the actual command center. Ooh, we have a nice gyroscope room. This is pretty nice, isn't it? Gyroscope and engine room here, located at the back. So we just need to locate where the command and control center is. So give me a moment. Right, so I've just came up these ladders and I found the command and control center. And it's actually hidden in one of these rooms. It's just one cockpit, just stationary there. And I was like, not a bad idea. Is keeping it simple, attracting not too much attention. Let's see how this thing moves. So I'm going to stick the actual pilot in at the bottom. How heavy is it? Ooh, it's pretty heavy, isn't it? It's one of those ships where the end is like nearly covered in fog. So let's bring in acceleration. I'm expecting slow results from this ship, but we'll see. Oh my god, the turning's actually better in the smaller ships we have. You can see how the thrusters are doing a very good job. We've got number 7 on the side, so maybe there's more of these ships to fear. So yeah, acceleration's not bad, and for the actual size of it, I think it's a very nice, neat design. Different segments. You can see that segment there could possibly snap off, but very nice design. Thanks for submitting it. So when I first laid eyes on this ship, I had to work out Is it a space station or is it actually a ship? It looked like it may have started out as a station and then got itself some engines. This is of course the Pegasus class fleet carrier, designed by a name that I cannot pronounce, Scripinano or something. That's basically the best I can do. I do apologise. It'll all be in the description below anyway. So we're faced with this mighty construction. That is of course a door. And we've got two little side doors to get in here. We've got this nice sort of acceleration ramp to take off. So we move our way in here, well secured, well laid out. There's not many things I can really complain about this ship. It's a little bit dark maybe, but I mean lights obviously would just lag you up. So we have here two little observation decks, both sides. You've also got turrets in them overwatching the area. So we'll get onto the ships in a moment. The first thing I'd really like to try to do though is open the door. And to open the door, we need this. Do we need that? Yes, we do, I think. So I think this door goes downwards by everything I've read. Let's actually have a look. Does it go downwards? Does it go downwards, anyone? There's not an instruction manual. Right, so I've came on the outside. Maybe it'll give me the clue if I look underneath here. Because if it is underneath, that means it'll slide down. But no, so it must have to slide. How does it work then? How does it work? It doesn't slide up. Does it slide forward? Right. Let's actually have a look here. It looks like it slides down, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll have to try it down. But how does it slide down? Okay, I'm trying to work this out. Right. Okay. So we have like, we have engines in here. Okay. That's helped. And I'm taking your ship slowly apart to try to work out how to open a door. I know it's pretty damn stupid of me, but I do apologise. So we move back up here. Move on to that, and so that is thrust down. But are we getting any progress anywhere? Because I don't think we're moving, to be honest. Okay, so the door needs more thrusters. That is something for you to do. But the rest of the ship is very nice. If the door opened, it would make a great ship. That's all I'm gonna say. I tested this out before and it did work, just to let you know, but now it's decided because I'm recording, I don't want to work. Right, so let's actually take a look at the hangar areas themselves. So we've got some very nice sort of gunship designs here. We've got a simple one cannon on the front and a lot of thrusters on both sides. We've also got up on a second layer a different sort of fighter, something that looks like some sort of recon, sort of stealth fighter you could say. And up on the top deck we have another one of them. So let's actually take a look around in the misc of corridors. So if we drop down, where will this take us? Let's have a look. Takes us down to the lower deck. But what is in here? What is down this corridor? Oh, it looks like we're going up somewhere. So we may be onto a way of. Oh, here we go. We are up somewhere. We have lights in this corridor. And oh, this must be the escape pod that he's talking about. Very nice. Very nice. We'll have to test that out in a moment. All right. So we'll continue on. Where the hell are we though? This must be just the escape pod area. We need to find the control room. I'm going to test the escape pod out and then we'll go and find the control room. So the escape pod is located here. Engines are off, of course. And oh, it's made so it looks like a flat part of the ship. Very nice. And then if we turn engines on and then we press P. Oh, look at that. That's pretty damn cool, isn't it? Yeah, so it has like a panel on the front to merge in with the actual ship itself. So very nice design, very nice design. The doors though, a little bit stuck, that's all I'm going to say. So there you go, that's your escape pod coming out of the actual ship. Right, leave that there anyway. We need to find the command bridge. Where is the command bridge? I'll get back to you when I find it. Right, so I've decided that we're going to have to get out of here because I cannot find the command bridge, so it must be a station. I cannot find it. You've hidden it so well. You have hidden it. Congratulations on hiding it so well, because Aaron cannot find your command station. Right, so we need to get out of here. And to get out of here, we do need something with some missiles on. And we seem to not have any missiles on these, so we'll have to just make our entrance. So there we go. What is machine guns for? And have we got everything on? Engines on. Landing gear off. Accelerate up. Right. What do you think? Do you reckon we can breach through this? or do you reckon we need to use the guns? Let's try the guns out first. Not bad, not bad. I think we can bust out though now. Oh, no we can't. We just got stuck. Right, so importance of this lesson is if you can't find the door, don't try to get out that way. Thanks for watching, guys, and I want to hear what you think about these different designs. Okay, I want to hear your favourite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.